Shabbos, stay tuned. There's a Gavaldiga podcast. Rabbi Steve Geller does a Gavaldiga Zach, and that'll be coming out this week. Torah Giants on Chumash. Shalom Uvrach, and welcome to the weekly piece on the Parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Rabbi Goodmans, the Rabbi Emeritus of Young Yisrael Rockaway. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. We're all familiar with the episode of Korach and the 250 followers creating chaos in the camp. Korach confronts Moshe with the claim that Moshe was taking too much authority over Klal Yisrael, that every member of Bnei Yisrael is holy and Hashem is among them all. We're going to focus for a moment on Moshe's response to Korach and ultimately see another example of how beautifully the Torah teaches us concepts through connections of ideas throughout the Chumash. In our Parsha, Moshe's response to Korach was for everyone to bring fire pans as an offering to God, and God would select the candidate he chooses to lead the people. Moshe ended the pasuk with Rav Lachem. It is enough for you, sons of Levi. The translators understood the phrase Rav Lachem, enough for you, in the sense of Moshe telling Korach, you've taken too much upon yourselves. However, the Gemara in Sota records a comment of Rav Levi. With enough in our pasuk, Moshe informed them, and with enough, Moshe was informed. When Hashem responded to Moshe, who begged to enter Eretz Yisrael in Devarim, we see Hashem's response, Rav Lach, it's enough for you. Speak no further about this matter. Many commentators wonder what connection Hashem's admonition to Moshe in Devarim has to our Parsha. Rabbi Shlomo Kluger explains, if we find someone pursuing more and more wealth, we may correctly say to him, why don't you stop already? Slow down and find the time to enjoy your wealth. You don't need any more. We would not say this to a scholar who loves to learn Torah, no matter how great his knowledge. In spiritual striving, there is no limit. When Korach began his rebellion, it was clear to Moshe that his ambition was to become the Kohen Gadol. In fact, in Pasuk Gimel, it was Korach who employed this phrase to begin with. Addressed to Moshe and Aaron, he says, Rav Lachem, it's enough for you. As in, Moshe had enough power over the people he claimed were all holy and didn't need Moshe to be the leader over them. Moshe should have simply stated that the kahuna and designated Kohen Gadol was limited by the Torah to Aaron and his sons. Rav Levi felt that Moshe should not have stated Rav Lachem, it's enough for you, since the pursuit of more spirituality is a valid aspiration, and this phrase appears to negate the ambition for moving closer to Hashem spiritually. To give us more color on this concept, we're once again blessed to have the holy Rav Eytan Feiner to share his brilliance.
Wisiyata Dishmaya, Mora Rabboisa, my dear friends, and you are absolutely a close friend because anyone joining this fantastic podcast, Steve Geller, putting together and giving us a geschmack, a sweet taste of all the wonderful Torah that Rabbi Rabbi Goodmans has put together in his Torah Giants on Chumash. Rav Lachem b'nei Levi, but as we know, enough is never enough when it comes to Ruchnius, when it comes to Gashmius. Ezu Asher, Semech Mechelko, Ben Zoman, Pirkei Avos, Perek Daled, Mishnah Aleph. When it comes to Gashmius, you have to always be a Semech Mechelko, which means not simply content with my lot, but I derive simcha, pleasure, happiness, and benefit from whatever Hashem gave me. But when it comes to Ruchnius, you always have to be steiging. As the Vilna Gaon writes in his commentary in Mishlei chapter 15 and verse 24, when it comes to steiging in Yiddishkeit, you want to grow, you can never be satisfied or content with the mere maintenance and the status quo. On the contrary, you got to be steiging, growing, from strength to strength. Every day, every month, every year, always striving incessantly on the spiritual ladders of Avas Hashem, Yiras Hashem, of learning Torah, mitzvahs, masim tovim, you name it. And that takes us right into this pasuk right here, 16:7. Enough for you, sons of Levi, Rav Lachem b'nei Levi. So we have a Shlomo Kluger, and you heard it from Steve, a great piece from his wonderful Sefarim, Sefer. Moshe Rabbeinu is given that hint by none other than HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself that you want to go into Eretz Yisrael. No, what did you tell them? Rav Lachem, when it came to Korach, no, you have enough. A Yid in Yiddishkeit, we can never be happy with what we have. We always have to be growing and steiging. In fact, let's note this interesting contrast of Moshe and his brother Aaron HaKohen. Turning back the pages, not that long ago. Let's go ahead and rewind to 2 parashiyos back. The outset of Parshas Baloscha, Sanerus, and Rashi cites the Medrash of Chazal that Aaron HaKohen, he saw at the end of Parshas Naso the karbanos of the Nesiim, all these wonderful sacrifices, and the Cholashul of Daite. He got weak in his heart and his mind. He said, I don't feel good. I wish that I had a part. I want to be Makar of Karbanos. Answers HaKadosh Baruch Hu, don't worry, Aaron HaKohen, Shachal Gedolah Mishalahem. What I'm going to give you, being Zocha, meriting to be the one charged with this honorable sacred task of lighting the lights of the menorah, illuminating, kindling the lights of the hallowed menorah, Shachal Gedolah Mishalahem. And of course, the Bali Musar. Let's go to Rav Yerucham and his Das, to Rav Yerucham Levovitz, and many others also asked the question, Aaron HaKohen, what are you worried about? Because you didn't take part in the Karbanos HaNesiyim. Aaron HaKohen, let's remind you, you are the Kohen Gadol. You have more of a chelik in the Avodah of Hashem Yisbarach in the Mishkan than anybody else. You're the holiest Jew around. And you have the Avodah, the sacred Avodah of the Yom Kippur Avodah, which everyone's standing on the sidelines watching you do it. And you're running the show. You have so many things on your radar screen. So you didn't do this Avodah. What's Pshat? Zoktav Yerucham. Because if you're a Ben Aliyah, not Stam a Ben Torah, you're a Ben Aliyah, you want to strike, you want to grow, and your soul is always on fire, then it doesn't matter. There's another opportunity, another golden chance to go in and get closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I can bring another carbon. Yes, he has so many things. He's got 100 different jobs, but I can have 101. I can do something else to get even closer. I'm never going to be satisfied with the mere maintenance and the status quo. No way. I'm going to be growing. I'm going to be striking. Got to be on fire. Aaron HaKohen's on fire. Another job. You want to do something else? Aaron HaKohen, I'm going to give you the fire itself. What a Gavalda Gavita Keneged based on Rav Yerucham. You want to be growing. What do we know about a fire? The flame is never idle, never remains motionless. It's always flickering, always shooting higher and higher. That's a yid. We're always shooting higher. Aaron HaKohen, that's your neshama. Your soul's on fire. You're never satisfied no matter how many sacred tasks I give on to you, then you're going to be the one given that unbelievable task of Alos Chasaneros. You're going to go up, you're going to light the neighbors, which themselves go up, because that is you. Ner Hashem Nishmasodam. We all are endowed with this otherworldly, metaphysical neshama. That's Lamayla Menatzav, and it's never idle, it's never motionless. That's our neshama dwelling therein. We got to be on fire in Yiddishkeit. Never be content, never be satisfied, always growing and always steiging. Kinasai from Tarma Chacham, and someone else is doing something chashiv. Yes, we're going to want to do that as well. That's the Vart over here, Rabbi Isai. So follow it in this fantastic podcast and never stop. So what do you mean we got so many podcasts? We have so much Torah. There's never enough. Another podcast, another Dvar Torah, another piece for Shlomo Kluger, Rabbi Goodman, Steve Geller. What an awesome combination. Keep your souls on fire. Keep steiging. Keep growing. May Chayil HaChayil La'ilu La'ilu have an awesome, flickering, illuminating Shabbos.
Just a beautiful piece by Rav Shlomo Kluger with the added insight by Rav Eytan Feiner, all brought to us by Rabbi Goodman. So beautiful, in fact, that you really should share it with friends and family. And that couldn't be easier. Just like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the share button that copies the link to this video, letting you simply paste that link into emails, Facebook, texts, WhatsApp group, or your social media of choice. Everyone will appreciate you for it. It's the easiest mitzvah of Talmud Torah, and we will all help realize the potential of Rabbi Goodman's life's work, Torah Giants on Chumash. We go to yeshiva to learn, that's Torah. We seek closeness to Gedolim, that's Torah. We daven for inspiration and v'sein chalkeinu b'sorasecha, that's Torah. We come up with chidushim in our own learning, that's Torah. Maybe. Share your chidushim. Send your original Torah pieces to torahmaybe@gmail.com or email that address for more information. Also visit www.youtube.com/@torahmaybe.